All right, y'all. So the years have gone, 5 years have gone by since the situation. So now that I'm at a headspace to speak, I feel like now would be a time to do the story time on how I felt about the situation. This is not to drag the situation. This is not to make him look bad. This is not me being angry at him or her. This is just my way to express how I feel about the situation now that I'm able to talk about it. Because y'all, when I say I couldn't even speak on this situation like 4 years ago, I could not speak on this without crying. Like, y'all, I couldn't even think about the situation. It was just killing me. But now that I'm able to talk and express about how I feel about it, I feel like this will be the time. Because, like, now the case is over and all that, I can, talk and say things that I feel. So, this is my story time. This is about my recollection. This is about my feelings, not nobody else. This is just about me. So, yeah. Story time about how my boyfriend was unalived with another girl. Okay, how I'm going to start? I'm going to just start at how the day went. Like, now let me go back to our past. Like, let's just talk about us first. So we had been together for 4 years at the time. It was almost 5 years. So 4 years at the time. This happened back in 2021. It's 2026 now. So yeah. But we were together 4 years prior to that. So yeah, we hadn't had a kid together. All this. So y'all, we were together. At the time, I had just graduated nursing school. I had got me a good job working. It was during COVID time, so it was a good COVID nursing job. If you was a nurse back then, you know. So, I started working in the COVID, doing the COVID stuff, and he was working at the factory at the time. So yeah, he was working at the factory, and I was doing COVID nursing. That day, out of all days, I don't know what happened, but he was like, we got up that day. It was a normal day, a normal everyday thing. Like, he got up, was getting ready for work, and gave me a kiss and goodbye. It was about 5. I used to go to work at about 5 o'clock. So I get up and go to work. I have to be at work till like 8 o'clock. So I get up, get my daughter ready, take her to Head Start, and then I would drive back to go to work. So that day was just, all things was just weird. Like, it was just stuff happening that never happens. So that day, it was a regular COVID day. Like, so mind you, the volume of people that's getting tested for COVID was like, at that time, it was like 40 plus people, like 40 plus cars in a line to get tested for COVID. Mind you, this is what this was back then. So that morning we were taking like COVID calls. Like, it was just a lot going on with COVID. Like, this was when COVID first came out. So it was so much going on in that. Where I worked was the main place that took care of COVID stuff. So that's why they had specific nurses to do COVID stuff. So we were the main source to get COVID information from, all that. So around noon was when we took lunch. Took lunch around noon, and then he ended up calling me around that time. So he was like, I got off earlier today. Yeah. So mind y'all, another thing. My birthday was a week before this. It was a week after, sorry. My birthday was going to be the next week after all this happened. So I'm getting ready to get ready for my birthday. So I was getting a wax for the first time, and I need the cream to get the wax. So he called me. He was like saying he got off early. That day, out of all days, he got off at 12 o'clock. Never happened. Like, that never happens. So he got off at 12, he said. So I'm like, cool. So when you get a chance, could you go by the store and get me some cream, like the little numbing stuff to when you get a wax? I don't know if people use that, but that was my first time. So I was like, I need that to try because I'm scared. So I was like, can you give me some of that or whatever when you get a chance or whatever? So boom, he like, yeah. We talk, and then we get off the phone. So y'all, 2 o'clock roll around. That's when we start doing our COVID testing. So we start doing the COVID testing at 2 o'clock, and we ended at 4. So mind y'all, this line is down the road. But, I mean, it's nothing to me because I've been doing it for a little minute, so it was easy. And then I had other people helping. So mind you, line down the road. But I had my phone propped up on the table that we use to kind of get our materials together. So I see him FaceTime, but like, y'all, it's so busy. I can't even stop and just do nothing. I'm like, listen, I can't even call. I can't even answer that right now. I'm going to get him in just a second. But I see that he ended up leaving like some messages or whatever. So I'm like, let me check my phone. I can at least do that. So y'all, I checked my phone and he sent me a picture of the little spray I was trying to get, and he was like, "Is this the one yet it is?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the right one." So he like, cool. He gets the spray. He take it to his house, because at that time I stayed with him and his mom and dad. Like, we lived all together at the time, because y'all, that year I was doing a lot. Like, I was buying a house and everything. This house I'm in now, I was buying this house. So we was like saving and just staying with our parents, because y'all, I was trying to give me an apartment, but he was like, "Nah, I don't get no apartment. Just do what we doing." So we stay with his parents or whatever. So he takes the spray to his mom's house, and he tells me it's there, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I text like at 4. Was it 4? Yeah, we got done doing the cover session at 4. So that's downtime for us. Like, when 4 come, we getting all the stuff together to ship it off. So we getting out of the basket, but I have time to like look at my phone and check stuff. So I text him, I'm like, "Where you at?" Yada yada, like checking in. He at a specific place. So mind you, this not a place that he's not normally at. Like, this just a regular old like place he always at. Like, if he ain't somewhere, he here. So yeah. Okay, so part 2 on how my boyfriend was unalive with another girl. So yeah, he was at a place where he usually be. It's not like just a random place. He always there. Like, he always there. So I didn't kind of side eye when he said he was there. Like, that's just normal. So I went on about the rest of the day, because I told you I had a wax appointment after, that day when I got off. So once I got off, I went to his mom. Well, we stayed at his mom's house. So I went home and freshened up and got ready for the wax. So my packages for my birthday then came in. Y'all, I'm feeling so good. Like, I'm feeling so good. So I'm feeling so good, y'all. I get to the wax appointment, and like, we haven't had no communication since that last one when he told me where he was. So how it was back then, like, it got to a point where I just didn't like hound him. I like kind of let him be, because he was like the type to be like, outside. Like, he was outside. So he just moved around a lot. Like, he wasn't in the house till about 8, 9 o'clock. It was normal for him. So I didn't really get to where I just stopped like hounding, like, "Where you at, where you at?" I stopped doing it. So I went to get the wax. I still didn't call. I just still didn't call and didn't get any communication through him. So my wax lady so far, she got done in like 20, no more than 30 minutes. So I head back home. So at that point, it had been like an hour, hour and a half. Like, it's like, at this point, it's like 5:20. So he that's why I'm like, let me call him. Like, I done got that out the way. So let me call him and like see where he is to check in. See, I'm checking in. So he didn't answer the phone, y'all. So y'all, mind y'all, he's outside. Like, he's the type, like, he outside, his phone in his pocket. He not gonna answer the phone like this. So he didn't answer the phone. So I didn't think nothing of it. He didn't answer the phone. Like, okay, cool. So I get home, y'all. I get back home. Mind y'all, my package done came in for my birthday outfits. So my birthday outfits, I'm trying them on, y'all. Like, I'm like feeling good. So y'all, I get a inbox like from somebody I don't even like, talk to. I'm like, why is she hit me up? Like, I think she called me and I didn't answer. I'm like, what is she calling me for? So I'm like, let me text and see what's going on. So she texts me. She was like, call me. So yeah, I called her on Facebook. Soon as she answered immediately, and all I heard was her crying. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? So y'all, the words that she was like, she basically said that my baby had been shot. Like, y'all. So I'm like, what? So as soon as she said that, like, the door that I was standing in the doorway of like the room, and like his mom was in the hallway, his daddy was like about to leave. So somehow they was just right there. So I'm like, somebody just called me and said that so and so, being shot. So y'all, we rambling. Like, I don't have no bra on. My daughter, she ain't got no shoes on, no pants on. She just got this t-shirt on. We just grabbing and going. We don't even know where we're going. We just get in the car. So we get in the car. I don't know how it went. I don't know if his brother was already at the scene or he got the call too and already had made it there. But somehow he sent the location to his mom. So we got the location on where to go. But y'all, we in the car, and the person say what house. They like where he at, and they say the house. And they say the girl name. I'm like, I don't know the person name. So y'all, it's still not dawning on me that it's like another girl. Like, I know it's another girl, but it's not dawning on me that it's like that type of situation. I'm thinking it's like, okay, he just over there with somebody else. He just so happened to beat her. Like, a lot of things start racing in my mind, like scenarios. But it being somebody that he's dealing with was the last thing. So y'all, we make it to the house. We get there and it was like crime scene tape around the house. Like, you can walk up to the house, but you couldn't go past the tape. So it was just us out there and like all the people investigating, like, you know how you see like movies when they all out there invest, like doing the forensic and all that. All that was going on. All type of trucks out there. So we walking up and like, I don't know, some man just randomly come up and was like, whoever in this black car is not looking good, like he's in the house. But I'm still like lost. Like, I'm like, what is he doing here? So y'all, we walk up and I see his car. It's parked in the driveway, like with no care. Like it's there, like comfortably, like it's comfortable. So I'm knowing he here comfortably. Like, okay. So y'all, we get up to the house and like the lead investigator is outside this point, and she asking like who we are. So we say who we are, and she like saying he's in there, y'all. But in the midst of all this, y'all, I get a phone call from one of my friends. She like, where you at? We at the hospital. And I'm like, at the hospital? So y'all, a little spark came in me like, okay, maybe they got the wrong person. Maybe it was more than just him, her. Y'all, no. She's like, no, I thought y'all was here. Y'all, it all just went downhill again for me. So again, they confirming that he's the one that's in there, saying it was him. So I'm just like in shock. Like, I couldn't even say anything. Like, I'm just lost. Like, I couldn't believe what was happening. Like, this can't be for real. Mind y'all, it's August out there. And in Tennessee in August, it's hot. So, y'all, when they say this, like, I'm holding my baby, and it's like, I can't even breathe, y'all. Like, this can't be for real. Like, I'm hot out here, and they like, I don't know what to do. First thing I can think to do is to call my folks, though, y'all, because I don't know. So I call my mom and my sister. I'm letting them know, like, this is for real. Like, this not happening. Like, they just bawling. Like, when I tell you my family loved him, they loved him, y'all. Like, they loved him like I loved him. Part 3 on how my boyfriend was unalive with another girl. All right, y'all. So I got the phone with my folks, and then I got myself together, and I went back towards like where the people were. So when I got over there, they were still like asking questions. Like, they asked me about his phone password. They asked me a few other questions. So y'all, in the midst of these, like, people are like pulling up. Like, the word gets out quick. So people are pulling up, like his family, the girl's family, they pulling up. So y'all, mind you, I don't know them, they don't know me. I can't remember who it was, but like, it was her folks. So one of her folks was like, who are you, his sister? Yeah. So I'm in confusion, like, no, I'm his girlfriend. Y'all, it gets silent. Y'all, it gets silent, so I just walk away, because like, I mean, I still don't know what the hell going on. So, I mean, I don't know. So family still pulling up. It's getting dark outside. And in my mind, like, I'm telling them, like, I don't want to leave here till I see with my own 2 eyes him come out of this house. So we out there for hours. We didn't leave. Well, they didn't bring him out till like 11 o'clock p.m. that night. So they asked like me and like his parents, like, do we want to see him? And I'm like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him in a state that is not normal. So, and mind you, this is my first time experiencing something so close. Like, I never experienced a death this close, like, beside me. So his parents decide to go over there and see him. And all I hear is like, crying and crying. So I knew then this was like, I ain't no going back. Like, this is what it's gonna be. So I told y'all his car's in the driveway. So they had to tow the car. So they get the car on the tow truck and they're driving away, y'all. I told y'all my little girl, she's still out here. She's still out here getting passed around by everybody because she don't have no shoes on and she's getting heavy to me. So everybody like, taking turns passing her around. But she still see the car going away. So she like, Daddy, like, Daddy car, like, Y'all, she's only like one, about to be two. But she's real well aware of her dad. Like, he's been there since day one. So she's well aware of his car, him, everything about him. So after that, I'm like, yeah, we can go on and, go home. So we get home, y'all. This is my time to soak all this in. Like, I'm laying down. I'm thinking, like, this is my reality. Like, he's never walking back in this room. He never coming in here playing, he ain't never coming in here slamming my little girl, like slamming our little girl on the bed playing. He ain't never coming back to do none of this. And y'all, as the weeks go by, like, this is hitting me hard. Like, y'all, I'm not eating. I'm barely sleeping because I'm so used to sleeping with him. Like, it was so hard. So it got so hard for me to sleep. Like, I had to have somebody in that bed with me. So his auntie, y'all, his auntie packed a bag and stayed for 2 weeks. She stayed with me for 2 weeks. And y'all, appreciate this so much because that helped me, get that out of my system. So then I'm going back to work. Like, all I can think about doing is going back to work. Like, I got to get out of this house. I got to get my mind together. So, mind you, all this, like, the funeral, everything passes by, but I mean, I'm still going to work. But like, I'm at work, I'm finding any little thought of this is hitting me. Like, y'all, I'm going somewhere to get these cries out, y'all, because I could not control any thought of it. Just made me so emotional. Like, I could not control it, even at work. But I made it to where I would, go be by myself and get myself together. I get that cry and I'm cool. Little did I know, y'all, this is going to take so much time. Like, when I say it took me so long to, like, be okay, like, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even eat, y'all. When I say I lost weight, I was skinny. I hate to see myself like that. Like, looking back at pictures, I hate it because I'm like, Lord, I got so skinny. And mind you, let me go back a little bit. So I forgot, y'all, that next week was my birthday, y'all. And I had not lost 80 pounds. Like, I was nothing. Like, I was little to nothing. But his family, like, they trying to, like, make me feel okay. Try to let me enjoy my birthday, turn me up, just get me into spirit, y'all. But it's not really working, y'all. It's still in the back of my head, like, he ain't here. But like I said, as time goes on, like, I'm in my mind, like, we had this little girl. She was about to be 2 that year, but now she's 7. So I'm like, I gotta get myself together. Like, I can't be, just drowning, cause who else finna, be the parent? Like, I gotta be the parent. And that day that he did, pass away was the first day of class, y'all. First day of me, cause how my journey is now, I was doing my LPNs RN, but I had prereqs that I had to do. So, y'all, I couldn't even do that. But, y'all, a year or two down the line, I got my prereqs done and I started, trying to pursue getting into LPNs RN. And that same year, I stayed at house, getting the house. The house came. Everything was like piecing together, but y'all, he was missing from the puzzle. Now, I got that off my chest, y'all. I feel a lot better doing this. I probably need to do this at some point, and I feel like this was a point that I could do it at. And I know y'all had some questions in the comments. That spray was called, who was that spray? It was lidocaine, some lidocaine spray. I think I put it in the comments, but I can't remember what it was called, the brand. But it's lidocaine. And another question y'all had was she, like, unalive too? Yes. To answer that question, yes. But I'm not getting into detail about her because this is not what the TikTok for, and I don't want to make anybody feel no way about nothing. And I know a lot of folks wanted to see if I was, like, upset, mad. Y'all, I have no one to be mad at. The people I could have had a madness to aren't here. Like, I can't be mad at no one. With that being said, I had to heal, like, on my own. Like, I couldn't get the proper, like, reason why. I couldn't get the proper, like, what happened. Like, I never got the real proper nothing from nothing. Like, I had to go to the court and, like, get my truth. Like, I had to go and see what happened, y'all. I went to both trials, because one trial was a mistrial and the other one we got our justice. So I had to go through all that by myself, y'all. I had to do this. Like, it was my way of getting through this. Like, this is my way of getting to this right now. Like, I had to get my closure. And I got my closure, y'all. So this is why I'm able to do this TikTok and, explain my story and how I feel. But I am not mad. I'm not mad, and I'm not upset. I am hurt about it, because I did have to, heal myself through this, but I think I did pretty good. So thank y'all for listening, and I don't think I missed any other questions, but if y'all do, just leave them in the comments. And for the record, he was not at the location. Like, when I went to the court to, get the truth, he couldn't have been where he said he was when he said he was. And guess what, y'all? I can't be mad, because who can I be mad at? But y'all, he wasn't there. And also, when I said I called, he didn't answer, y'all. He had done passed away. He had passed away, like, in the midst of, like, our last conversation, when he was telling me where he was, y'all. Again, I do appreciate y'all for listening. This wasn't an easy thing, y'all, because I have not spoke on this none. Like, I probably to a couple of my friends, but, like, the world has never heard me speak about this. So I'm glad y'all have been supportive and have let me speak and say what I need to say. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you and goodbye. And I know y'all gonna ask, but the person that done it was someone that, was upset with her. She had dealings with him, I guess, in the past. So he was just angry.